that don't do it, and the result is oftentimes tragic. In the forecast, we're hearing about the classic July weather, hot and humid, throughout the course of the next week, which makes it even more important to put together what's known as a senior survival kit for our parents. It may help them survive the hot temperatures a little bit better. Shawn Gilson with Senior Helpers alongside here. You can find out more information, of course, at seniorhelpers.com. Hey, Shawn, how are you this morning?
Good, Andy. Thanks for having me on the program.
Absolutely. The forecast calls for hot and humid stuff, the good old classic July temperatures. It's been a couple of years since we've had a whole lot of this, but that makes it even more important to make sure that we're prepared, too. And while it seems like common sense, each year we hear stories of people that don't do it. So what do we need for a senior summer survival kit?
Well, Andy, I'll tell you what, there's a few pretty simple and basic components to it, and you're exactly right with the July weather, or getting well into July, and anyone who's a long-time Iowan knows that August is twice as bad as July. So there are hot days ahead, and it's very important to be cognizant of that with the county fairs and state fairs coming up, and just people being in their home. Senior Helpers, we're dedicated to helping people maintain their independence and stay at home. What we've come up with is what we call the Senior Summer Survival Kit. And again, this is very basic, and it goes out there to the folks, the one generation or two generations down from the elderly, the people like you, Andy, and myself that have parents that we're trying to look after while taking care of our own children. And again, a lot of this is basic common sense, but as you said, every year you hear about people dying from heat exposure. And in fact, there's been over 8,000 Americans have died as a result of heat-related afflictions during the past 2 decades. So it is a significant problem. But just a few things to keep in mind that you can help your elderly loved one with. In this Senior Summer Survival Kit, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to put together. It costs under $20, and the basic components of it are just a reusable water bottle. Obviously, that's to maintain hydration. It's very important for people of all ages to maintain hydration. But as we age, our body's ability to retain water actually diminishes. So dehydration is a significant risk factor for the elderly. So just, in your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa's house, have a reusable water bottle or many reusable water bottles well within reach of them. Also have copies of all prescription and health insurance cards in case there is a heat-related emergency to where the EMTs have to come. They'll have everything right there, and they'll know exactly what the medications are and the health insurance card for your elderly loved one. Also, kind of related to that topic, have the healthcare providers' numbers readily available for your loved one. This one goes without saying. Sunscreen, at least 30 SPF, I would say 50 or greater SPF, just to prevent burns. Again, that's important for all people, or people of all ages, but especially as we age, our skin's susceptibility to burning significantly increases. Also, have multivitamin there for your elderly loved one. If they're already taking that on a regular basis, that's great. If not, highly encourage them. It just helps to keep the immune system strong. And the last one, which this may be one component that people don't think about, but have a battery-operated handheld fan available in case the electricity does go out. We've known, being in Cedar Rapids and Iowa City, from time to time there have been power outages, and a home can get very, very warm very quickly, especially in those hot August days, 95, 98 degrees with 95 to 98% humidity. The inside of the house can get very, very quickly. A simple fan, battery-operated fan, can significantly lower the core temperature of someone's body to keep them, or help keep them from overheating. So, again, Andy, a lot, the 5 or 6 components there are pretty self-explanatory, but it's just a good reminder, and it's just a good kit to put together for your elderly loved one to give you a little bit of peace of mind that they'll be able to weather the heat of the Iowa Julys and August.
Yeah, because we know, especially if you don't have air conditioning, that it gets extremely hot in a big-time hurry inside. So seniorhelpers.com is where you can find more information. Hey, Shawn, I appreciate your time here this morning.
Thank you, Andy.
Shawn Gilson with Senior Helpers this morning on 600 WMT. Well, this is breaking here this morning. It isn't good, but there are a couple of reports out there that Iowa football player Broderick Binns was arrested for OWI last night. I'll get you some details coming up. But the arrest apparently pulled over, or what happened just before 1 a.m. near the corner of Benton Street and Greenwood Drive in University Heights, which is part of the problem with driving through University Heights. I'm only kidding, of course. But anyway, it looked like his blood alcohol level was .101, about .02 over the legal limit. So anyway, details coming up here after news.